Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Path of Exile 2 video here. First off, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Helps me out. We hit 1,400 subs recently, now we're going to go for 1,500. So, just wanted to show you my current character in the Rise of the Abyssal League. So, kind of similar to my last, physical hammer, two-handed hammer Titan. Doing things a little bit differently in some respects, though. We are not going to be taking certain nodes that we took last time and then taking some different nodes. I'm trying to get basically as much AoE as I can, and I've been toying around a little bit with what active skills I want to use. Currently trying to take full advantage of the new armor applying to elemental damage, that new modifier, just to test it out. Trying to get my resists up. They're fairly low, so I just spent about 40 exalts, bought this hammer for 35, bought these boots for like 1 or 2, and then I bought this belt here for a couple exalts as well. So we'll probably be looking to everything else is what I've just found while leveling, or semi-crafted. Like I exalt slammed this, and then I've added some of the abyssal modifiers as well. So next steps that we're gonna do is I just hit maps, so I've only done one map so far. That's kind of the Doriani quest, initial quest map. Let me grab one, since I got an extra charm slot, let me just grab one more charm. We'll probably just get that because we're kind of low on lightning resist right now. And we'll go ahead and jump into this map, going over to the corrupted area for the next quest. And I've got this Jin Baria. We're gonna get our next ascendancy here in the near future. Just wanted to upgrade the gear a little bit and give it a test. So I didn't really want to use Stampede again because that's what I used before. Oh, you can't jump over that. That's kind of annoying. Didn't want to use Stampede again because that's what I used on the last character, and it just gets kind of stale. So, gonna be trying out this new that skill. Didn't really give me as much guard as I kind of anticipated. I guess it gives a little bit. Apologize again. I have to play on DirectX 11 when I want to record. It's a little annoying. It's not really very good quality. But already the damage feels so much better with the upgrade, as well as my just mobility. Should be quite a bit tankier. Okay, so there we go. Get about 200, 300 guard. That's fairly respectable when you've only got about 2k HP. Not entirely sure.
I'm not ready.
What my next plan for gearing will be. I'll probably max out my resists is definitely the next step. I've been using Leap Slam my plan is to basically get it's a ton of AoE nodes. I feel like that's gonna make the clear speed a lot better, as well as, you know, make it Supercharged Slam do more damage, because the initial hits are in a smaller size than the after effects. So I'm also planning to utilize Bleed. I think Bleed with Supercharged Slam is going to be really good, because you can get, you know, 4 or 5 hits, and then I'm assuming each hit has its own chance to bleed. So I don't really need 100% bleed chance, because if I have 4 or 5 hits, and I still have, you know, like a 20 or 30% bleed chance, most likely I would get a bleed.
Your soul is forfeit. Your soul is forfeit.
Well, that wisp kind of worked out, because I may have just like totally missed that exile, because it wasn't on the minimap, and I don't really plan on full clearing these early maps.
Stand still! Meat creature!
But yeah, what I think is good about Leap Slam versus Stampede is, if I do get into a, you know, hairy situation, I can instantly get out of it. And again, this build, you know, I'm not saying it's the fastest clearing build or it's the best build. It's just I enjoy the big bonk build. So that is what this is. You know, let me know how it compares to other builds, because, you know, I honestly don't really know at this point, because I haven't really explored too many builds yet. But yeah, I apologize. I mean, it doesn't normally look like this, but DirectX 11 is just can't really handle the game for whatever reason.
I'm not ready.
The other thing with Leap Slam is it does let you get to the you know, high priority targets in the back line a little bit easier as well. I'll show you the skill gem setup here in a minute. But the really nice thing about Supercharged Slam is it does not take your weapon's attack speed into account at all. It just has a fixed attack time. So at minimum, when I use it, I'm getting two, basically that's like two, you know, if I get the extra aftershock, it's 2 to 3 hits per attack. So watch this. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. We should really be able to get a third. There we go. Just RNG was not smiling upon me. But yeah, so in a 1 second attack, I can get 3 hits with a very heavy and slow weapon. So I do think that is pretty good. And then you can charge it up even more for more damage. On crash mobs, it's really not necessary, especially with what's it called, Forge Hammer. With Forge Hammer, you really you just kind of fight everything on your Forge Hammer,
Secret unlocked.
and that's just gonna kill everything.
I've no more room.
But even Leap Slam can kind of be useful as well, just because of the high stun. So if I'm jumping into the middle of like just trash mobs, I can use it to stun all of them, and I'm not really too worried that it consumes the broken armor, because I'm just gonna kill them all in one hit anyways.
Stand still! I've nowhere to keep that.
I have been using active block quite a bit more.
Meat creature! I'm not ready! My satchel is full.
Alright, I didn't want to have to make a trip to town, but I think I'm going to have to. I will say that the I totally lost my train of thought.
Speak. Who sent you? Yes. Who sent you? For Doriani.
Oh, it's you. Seems like a good deal.
Okay. So, let's take a look at the passive tree here. Let me just grab these couple rare items. I still need to set up a loot filter, which is next on my agenda, since I usually just kind of wait until I hit maps. What I picked up so far is I'm planning on scaling the damage with the shield. So my next plan is to get a high armor shield and then pick these nodes up here. After that, I'm probably... So this is kind of next on my agenda. These nodes here. These nodes over here. And then I'm gonna pick up like these and then spec out of these here and then get these instead for the increased effect of the fully broken armor. And then the reason for that is because I have this, so every time I heavy stun an enemy, I have 100% increased amount of break armor, so that gives me 100% armor break on stun. I'll probably also pick these up here. Because again, attack time does not really affect me, affect my main attack. It'll slow down a couple things a little bit, but hopefully not too much so that it becomes a problem. Oh no, so I don't have enough intelligence to use time of need. I did not realize that. Oh boy. I kind of forgot that hammer was giving me like 20 intelligence. So that's something that I will have to figure out next, because a bunch of my... Now I can't use a bunch of those gems. I can probably replace this here, but so what I would like to do, and again, you know, you're kind of limited, like I've got another 10 or 15 points that will come fairly easy, and then after that, you know, it slows down significantly. I would like to get these, but it's just starting to run out of points. So I mean, I'm almost certainly gonna get these when I get a high defensive shield. And then we will get some of these like bleed nodes here. I'd like to pick up these empowered nodes, but I'm definitely to the point where I'm going to have to make some decisions on what skills I do want to get. I didn't stack as much strength as I did the last time. I think last time I had about 700 strength or so on my character, and partly because of the nerf to Giant's Blood, where your strength, the life you get from it is cut in half. So stacking the strength is not quite as beneficial. I mean, it's still not bad, but I feel like you can get more bang for your buck going into some different nodes versus coming over here and trying to get all the stat nodes. Probably the nicest thing about coming over here would be like this. I kind of feel like this area here, though, is more like geared towards the Gemling Legionnaire. Not that some of it's not beneficial to other characters, but it's also, it would take probably all the rest of my points to go down there and pick those up. So I'm probably going to have to figure out how to get these stats from somewhere else. And most likely it looks like I will have to get them off of gear, so we will have to see what we can do. In the short term, I can like socket some of these items and put some plus intelligence things in them. I had been wanting to put the resistance things into them.
Stand still!
I'm not ready.
Steel yourself!
I need more time.
But yeah, so it works very well with scavenged plating, because again, scavenged plating increases your armor, which will also increase how much you are blocking of both physical and elemental damage. I feel like it does quite a bit more for elemental damage than most people were kind of first anticipating. So we will have to we got a couple of plus 10 intelligence. But that is kind of where the build is at right now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And remember to give them the D.